Good afternoon to all present here. Welcome you all for the session of NEP 2020. First, I would like to thank my Honorable Principal Ma'am, Dr. Amandeep Kaur Bakshi, for giving me an opportunity to conduct this webinar of NEP 2020 for parents. Today, we are here for creating a history by being a part of National Education Policy 2020 and implementing with right spirit. I'm sure you all are aware about this, but we will develop another outlook for implementation of National Education Policy. It is very important to bring up a change, and of course, the education system will not get better by chance but by change. Education is a powerful tool. By using it, we can change the world. Now I would like to start my presentation with vision of policy. Vision of the policy. First is develop an education system deeply rooted in Indian ethos, which has the capability to provide high quality education to compete in the global world. And second important vision is the curriculum and pedagogy must develop a sense of respect towards fundamental duties and Constitution of India and have a deep bond with the country. And also develop a sense of pride and respect for the country and be responsible for human rights, sustainable development, global well-being, thereby reflecting a truly global citizen. And I hope you all are agree to it. Moving to the next, key principles of NEP 2020. First, respect for diversity and local context in all curriculum pedagogy and policy. See, when we are talking about global scenarios, global context, we must not forget the local context. So it is very important to give a prime importance to local context only. Second, equity and inclusion. As the cornerstone of all education decision, both the points are interrelated with each other. Even it caters 3 P's: policy, program, practices. Third, community participation, encouragement and facilitation for philanthropic, private and community participation. Fourth, use of technology in teaching and learning, removing language barriers for Divyang students and in educational planning and management. In both these arenas, technology plays a wonderful role. Fifth, emphasize conceptual understanding. We don't want that our child score marks on the basis of rote learning and credit. We actually want to score marks on basis of concept clarity. So, rather than rote learning and learning for exams. Next, unique capabilities. Recognizing, identifying in each student is another key principle of NEP to 2020. Critical thinking and creativity. I hope you all agree. These are 2 C's among 4 C's. To encourage logical decision making and innovation, if one has the ability to logical thinking, critical thinking, it can easily lead to innovation. Next, continuous review. It should be based on sustained research and regular assessment by educational experts. Moving to next. Here you may go through this academic structure. We found fundamental stage, preparatory stage, middle stage and secondary stage. So fundamental stage is going to cater for pre-primary school till class 2. Preparatory stage from grade 3 to grade 5. middle stage from grade 6 to grade 8, secondary stage from grade 9 to grade 12. So, new pedagogical and curricular structure of school education will follow this formula: foundation 5 years, preparatory 3 years, middle 3 years, secondary 4 years. New pedagogical and curriculum structure of school in Anganwadi system, pre-primary school and 12 years in school. First stage over here is foundational stage, multi-level play activity based learning, preparatory stage, play, discovery and activity based and interactive classroom learning. Middle stage, experiential learning in the sciences, mathematics, arts, social sciences and humanities. Secondary stage, greater critical thinking, multidisciplinary study, flexibility and student choice of subject. Student feel blessed over in this stage. Student can choose their subject as per their passion, their interest, rather than binding to one subject like math, science, commerce and humanities. Moving to next, shift to competency-based teaching, learning and assessment. A very positive change, promoting critical and creative thinking aligned to the 21st century in classrooms. I hope we must have to agree to include all in our daily classrooms. I also include 6D formula. What is that 6D formula? Defining, discovering, dreaming, designing, delivering and debriefing. Second, shifting traditional assessment to competency focused. Traditional assessment means pen paper test and competency focused means caliber of the child. We need to take care of slow learners and design various tools and resources according to them. So, assessment will be based on competency rather than on traditional assessment. Third, track students' progress comprehensively and frequently. Comprehensively means covering all aspects of a child in learning, growth and personality development. Frequently means at regular interval. Child should be assessed at an proper regular interval. Fourth, design tools and resources to acquire learning outcomes. You can see this in the graph. Reducing curriculum to the core essential to minimize rote learning. Promoting sport integrated and art integrated learning in the classroom for holistic development. Moving to the next. Silent features of stage in school. First stage is foundational stage. Play activity based learning, pedagogy of early childhood care and education, focus on good behavior, courtesy, ethics, personal and public hygiene, cleanliness. Focus on teamwork and cooperation. Second stage, preparatory stage. That is a gradual transition from play-based learning to more formal classroom learning. Interactive teaching learning. Introduction of subject including physical education, art, languages, science and mathematics. Emphasis on reading, writing and speaking. And the third stage is a middle stage. Subject-oriented pedagogical and curricular methodology. Subject teachers for learning, discussion of the more abstract concept in each subject across the science, mathematics, art, social science and humanities. And the last stage is the high school. Secondary stage, 4 years of multidisciplinary study, greater depth, greater critical thinking, greater attention or to life aspiration, greater flexibility and student choice, exposure to more subjects and enable greater flexibility, more frequent assessment of modules. Moving to the next, early childhood care and education, ECCE, the foundation of learning. Let's talk about what are the goals. First, ensuring that all children entering grade 1 are school ready by 2030. attain optimal outcome in the domain of physical and motor development, cognitive development, socio-emotional development, cultural, artistic development, and the development communication, early languages, literacy and numeracy is going to be the prime focus. ECCE curriculum and pedagogy development will be focused. To prepare initial cadre of high quality ECE teachers, plan to introduce 6-month certificate program in ECE, 1-year diploma program covering early literacy, numeracy and other relevant aspects of ECE. Minimum qualification of teacher could be even 10 plus 2 or above. Introduction of a preparatory class for children of age 5 years, learning shall be based on play-based learning with the focus of developing read with the comprehension, write, basic mathematical operation and learning basic life skills. Shift to the next. Attainment of foundation, literacy and numeracy by grade 3 in mission mode, that is FNN by grade 3. First, book promotion. National book promotion policy will be formulated and public and school libraries will be expanded. Second, national mission on foundation literacy and numeracy. Third, foundation skills, universal acquisition of foundational learning skills. Fourth, early learning, focus on early reading, writing and mathematics. 3-month play-based school. 3-month play-based school preparation module for all grade 1 students. National repository. National repository, high quality teaching and learning resources on Diksha. Libraries. School libraries including digital libraries to be leveraged. Shift to the next. Curtailing dropouts rate, ensuring universal access to education at all levels. I hope you all are wondering, it's not happened in our school, but if we look national scenarios, we come across in various rural areas, there are many dropout students. We diagnose this stage and try to provide the basic education to the child. To bring children back to school and prevent children dropping out, the following step will be taken. Provide regular trained teachers at each stage. Special care shall be taken to ensure that no school remain deficient on infrastructure support. Universal participation in school by carefully tracking students as well as their learning levels in order to ensure that they are controlled in and attending school, have suitable opportunity to catch up and re-enter school in case they have fallen behind or drop out. Community partnership in terms of expertise and infrastructural support. Scope of school education will be broadened to facilitate multiple pathways to learning involving both formal and non-formal education modes. Open and distance learning programs offered by the National Institution of Open Schooling and state open schools will be expanded and strengthened. Shift to the next. Highlights of pedagogical structure. Competency-based education. Modules on preparing, implementing pedagogical plans based on competency and outcome-based education for school leaders. Integration of subject through arts integrated, sports integrated, ICT integrated and storytelling based pedagogy among others as standard pedagogy. Development of scientific temper. Development of scientific temper, inculcation of knowledge and practice of human and constitutional values such as patriotism, sacrifice, non-violence, truth, honesty, peace, etc. No silos among students learning. No hard separation between curricular, co-curricular, extracurricular, academic, vocational, science, humanities, sports, arts, academic. It's all one. It's curriculum. It's academic. Emphasis on digital literacy, coding and computational thinking, ethical and moral reasoning. What is a digital literacy? digital literacy, where we add text, pictures to express ourselves by using technological tools. We are able to calculate, we are able to express in information we want to. Promotion of multilingual teaching. Promoting states to enter into bilateral agreements with nearby states to hire language teachers. Moving to next, encouraging 21st century skills in the classroom. These are the skills that we are going to introduce in our 21st classroom. That includes 4 C's and DSP. What is this 4 C's? First C, communication. Second, critical thinking. Third, creativity. And fourth is collaboration. And what is DSP? DSP states with digital literacy, S states with social responsibility, and P states with the problem solving. Along with them, we are also going to be introduced ethics. Ethics, of course, we are entire in necessity of making social responsibility, as well as scientific temper, health and fitness. Moving to next. Introduction of contemporary subjects. It is very important. First, artificial intelligence become a new way of learning. Second, holistic health. We all have learned in this pandemic situation, the mental, social and physical health are very important rather than only physical health. Data science. These are something structured or unstructured information, that how we have to present, analyze it and conclude it. It is a multidisciplinary subject. Next, organic living. States a peaceful relation between a biotic and abiotic elements of environment. Next, design thinking. Beautiful pattern of new pedagogy. Start emphasize the problem and define after it, then start testing. Last is machine learning. Imparting skills among students how to work on machine and understand the machine language. Moving to next, year-long course during grade 6 to 8. It is very interesting. We need to give them exposure to various vocational craft which are prominent in our region and locality. Survey and hands-on experience of sampling of important vocational crafts such as carpentry, electric work, metal work, gardening, pottery making, etc. Decided by states and local communities and as mapped by local skilling needs. Coming to next, mathematics and computational thinking. Increased emphasis throughout the school year, starting with the foundational stage. Use of a variety of innovative methods, including the regular use of puzzles and games that make mathematical thinking more enjoyable and engaging. Introduction of activities involving coding in middle stage. This is something we must have take a note on it to introduce the coding through middle classes. Moving to next, emphasis on vocational education proposed. 10-day bagless period during grades 6 to 8 for students to intern with local vocational experts such as carpenters, gardeners, potters, artists, etc. Second, internship opportunities to learn vocational subjects throughout grades 6 to 12. Vocational courses through online mode. Periodic exposure to activities outside school through like meeting local artists and craftsmen. Vocational courses to be offered through open and distance learning mode. By targeting it by 2025, at least 50% of learners shall have exposure to vocational education. This can only be happen when we work together. Moving to next. As we all are proud Indians by having rich culture, heritage, and so therefore it is very important to include knowledge of India in our curriculum with due significance. Knowledge from ancient India and its contribution to modern India, its successes and challenges. India's future aspiration with regard to education, health, environment, etc. What is the outlook of a country and government? A child must aware about it. Indian knowledge system including tribal knowledge and indigenous and traditional ways of learning and specific courses in tribal ethnomedical practices, forest management, traditional crop cultivation, natural farming, etc. will be made available. An engaging course on Indian knowledge system in secondary school as an elective. Competitions in schools for learning various topic and subject through fun and indigenous games. Video documentaries on inspirational luminaries of India in science curriculum. Student to visit different state as part of a cultural exchange programs. Constitutional values will be developed in student experts from Indian Constitution will also be considered essential reading for students. Knowledge of critical issues facing local communities, state, country and the world. Moving to next, health education. We have learned in pandemic period that how to make our immune system strong, how to nurture our mental health. So, basic training in health including preventive health, mental health and well-being, nutrition, personal and public hygiene and first aid, determinantal and damaging effects of alcohol, tobacco and other drugs. So it is very important to include health education in our school curriculum. Shift to next, leveraging the power of multilingualism and language learning. Children whose primary language is not the language of instruction in school are more likely to drop out of school or fail in early grades. Mother tongue, home language, local language as medium of instruction wherever possible until at least grade 5, preferably till at least grade 8. The Language of India, a fun project activity in school to familiarize with the diversity of languages in the country. Shift to next, National Curriculum Framework for School Education NCFCE and textbooks. The formulation of a new and comprehensive educational curriculum framework for school education 2020 to 2021 will be undertaken by NCERT based on the principles of this National Education Policy 2020 and will be made available in all regional languages. All textbooks shall aim to contain the essential core material deemed important on a national level, but at the same time contain any desired nuisance and supplementary material as per local context and needs. Where possible, schools and teachers will also have a choice in the textbook they employ from among a set of textbooks that contain the requisite national and local material. Equitable and Inclusion Education NEP 2020. Education is the single greatest tool for achieving social justice and equality. NEP seeks to bridge gender and social category gaps in all levels of school education. In culture, good quality education is a foundation for dynamic and equitable societies. Moving to next, focus on socio-economical disadvantaged groups. EDG will be formed and will be broadly categorized based on gender identities, particularly female and transgender individuals, socio-cultural identities such as scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, OBC and minorities, geographical identities such as students from villages, small towns and aspirational districts, disabilities, including learning disabilities, and socio-economic conditions such as migrant communities, low-income household children in vulnerable situation, victims of or children of victims of trafficking, orphans, including child beggars in urban areas and the urban poor people. So, I would like to conclude that whatever intent is shown in this policy, our implementation will surely creating an impact if we will do it diligently and passionately. So knowing about to do is knowledge, knowing how to do is skill, and but actual doing is virtue. In the end, I would like to say a big thanks to all of you for patience listening and lots of good wishes from my side. Thank you so much.